Oh, okay.
Any second. Hey,
Yo, 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 yo.
how's it going, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Okay, we
good.
got
I got my
somebody
little
in the.
upgrade, my little new phone. No, I'm
Yeah.
doing that because Chastity, I'm waiting for her because she was coming for me, talking about I need to be in HD rather than SD.
I mean, that is pretty funny though,
Yes, came from my complete
but
neck,
shady.
yo.
Okay. Oh Lord. Well, Mark, we were just talking about you, sir. It's all bad.
Hey, y'all, what's going on? Neltron.
Yes, Neltron, Mary, Mary. Uh-huh.
Any man.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
It's getting
Timogen,
cracking
what's
in here.
up?
Uh-oh, JR. There you go.
Oh, what?
Oh, it had blinked out for a second on your side.
Hey, Lauren, what's up? What's up?
Okay. Squad up in here. I see y'all.
Is Mark talking mess?
Not yet. Oh, yes, he is. Okay. I was tripping.
Oh, right,
hmm
right.
Yeah. What's up, Joseph?
Hey,
Temujin.
Joseph, what's up? What's up?
So people that's older like me that was born like in the 70s, in the 80s. Do you what was the name of the show? And at the end, that lady would be like, "I see Lisa, I see Joseph." It was a kid show, and at the end, the lady would hold up the mirror and say, "Hey," and she would say all the names. I know I'm not tripping.
Mm-hmm.
God, the name of it's right. Uh,
Hmm.
so anybody in their
Yeah, if
40s
anybody
remember what
know
I'm
it.
talking about? Oh God.
Timothy, I mean, Neltron, you coming from Mark Neck already?
I see
Catch
it's
all of that.
was it Lamb Chop?
Was it lamb chop?
But I feel like it was another show too that I don't know. I got to I got to look further to it. But that's what I felt like when I was like, I see Neltron, I see Lauren, I see Sin, I see Timothy. And they
Me,
she would be like, I see all my new friends. Anyway,
that do sound like what you call it, though.
romper room, Timothy.
Romper room. That is it. Yup.
Thank
Come on,
you.
Timothy. Yes. Hey,
Yes.
Neil.
All right, got 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 all the good folks up in here. All right.
I know. I know.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. So before we get into, the topic that we're talking about today, anything new or interesting in R&B going on that you've seen lately, or just something that's been on your mind, or something that
Um.
you're looking forward to? I should say.
Um. Honestly, you know what's still been on my mind? The conversation that we had last night with the apartment 5B and their spaces, and we were talking about R&B and soul, and it really got deep, and it was such a great conversation because we were talking about the origins of it, and we really got deep, you know what I mean, and it was really dope, and I couldn't stop thinking about it when I got to work today, you know what I mean, even though you had to gather somebody.
Always got to gather.
You did. But yeah, honestly, I'm loving that people is loving the you know the catch that we did with Dart. People are really enjoying it, which I think is just great. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just loving what we doing right now, man. Like this is great. This is great.
Hmm Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking for. Actually, I'm looking forward to. I can't wait till we get a date on whenever they finish with that Cy Smith joint with her
Oh,
new album.
right.
That's
Right.
I'm I'm ready for a date to drop on that so I can
I know
stand
you
the
are.
fuck
I
out.
know you are. It's really nobody that I'm really anticipating for, like, as far as music coming out. I'm not really anticipating anybody, not just yet anyway.
Yeah,
So,
because there hadn't been any buzz yet of
at
anybody in
all.
particular that we should be
Nothing.
looking out for. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so Well, today is your one of your faves' birthday. Well, two of your faves' birthday.
Two of them. Two of them.
Yeah.
Mary, of course. Um, what can I say? Y'all know, y'all, everybody up in here knows she's my favorite. I love her. I love the My Life really, really saved my life in so many ways. Um, and I just been following her. She was just able to kind of gel what was going on in my house. My dad was a hip hop head and my mom was a soul head. So Mary was able to be played and everybody was happy. You know what I mean? So that with that, and then I just been following her whole career. You know what I mean? So it's just great. You know what I mean? And Rasan Patterson, oh my God, I still have not seen him live yet. Um, I knew we was about to, but it sold out. But we was about to go, and I just like he can do come over, and I probably just cry. Like I'm just a fan of, and then don't judge, don't touch me. It's a very, very, very special song for me, and I always thank him online for making that song. So yeah, those two are favorites of
And
mine. So to be celebrating both of them today, and it's dope.
yeah. It's also the birthday of the late Maxie from Brownstone.
Oh, wow.
I
And
saw
is it kind of?
one of the R&B Twitters had posted it today, and I saw it because I did. And I was like,
Oh
oh,
wow,
and
oh
they had
wow.
posted it on
R.I.P.
there.
to her.
Yeah,
Oh man, oh man. Who
yeah.
mama in here? Oh, my mama.
Yo,
Oh,
mama,
hey,
Je-
mom.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, now, yep, she in here because she being smart.
Well, you had to
Next.
get it somewhere from
Hmm.
somewhere. You got it honest. She be gathering you.
Gathering me, right? I got to get it from you and her.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
And from your all your besties and everything. We just
Right, right.
but yeah. So tell the folks what we're gonna be kind of talking about today, and then we'll get
So
started.
we're in this live. We will be honoring the late great James Mtume. He passed on Sunday. Um, it was like when I got it because Timogen had sent it to me. We was doing our catch that, and we was on there, and he sent it to me, and I looked at it, and I didn't even want to believe it. I was like, nah. I was like, nah, this ain't true. And what's her name? Uh, what is it? Diana Williams. I never know how to pronounce whatever. But she posted it, and she's like really in she's in the soul R&B type. Everybody knows her. She's like a great interviewer and all that. And I follow her, and I saw that she said it, so I was like, yeah, this is true. But then she deleted it. So everybody was still like they really didn't know, but then finally his family came out and said that he did pass, and he passed of cancer, and his birthday was 5 days ago, which is so weird. And he posted on his Instagram and all that good stuff. But he's in him and Reggie Lucas are in my top 10 producers of all time. You know what I mean? So I felt like, today we can definitely celebrate him. You know what I mean? And really talk about what our favorite songs from him was and what else did he do and and all that good stuff. So I'm ready to talk about Mr. Entume.
All right. Okay. So we will hop into it. So
Mm-hmm.
what 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 would you say are some of your just name one at the moment a favorite that he either
Um,
whether it was Mtume or something he did, whether he wrote or whether he produced.
Well, something that's just always special for me, and I'm gonna go to the special one for me, is always Juicy Fruit because um that was my mom and dad's wedding song. And you know what I mean? That was their dance, their first dance at the wedding. I wasn't there. I was here. And and then when Biggie came out with Juicy, it was kind of like, that was my pop's favorite MC, and him to use that sample and it to be him and my mom's first dance. It kind of was like, it was just dope. And for me, I'm just like, hearing my dad rap it and then my mom singing Juicy Fruit. So it was just, what I'm saying? It's always connected to me. So I'm like, oh boy, asking her who was that. And my mom is terrible. Yeah, she's terrible with names now. She's terrible. You know what I mean? Horrible. But then it was like she knew, and then that's what really got me into Mtume just from there. But Juicy Fruit will always be a special place in my heart, even though it's a nasty song, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite that is an Mtume written song is one of my favorite dance songs ever is "You Know How to Love Me."
Go ahead, do it.
Measure for measure. That's a song you float all around.
You see, did you be seeing her when she in that video, her video, because videos was awful back then, and you just see her just swaying to the side with her little blue blouse on and that little dress and her little flip in her hair. I was like, you better go ahead, Phyllis. That song is always a feel good type of record anyway. I know when I play that, like when I'm always at home and I'm the DJ at home. So I can always throw that on and I can always kind of get, everybody in my house kind of grooving with that record. You know what I mean? Like it just like, yo, Lucas and Mtume was in their bag when they did that. You know what I mean? Like working with Phyllis and working with her voice. I mean, they work with powerful voices anyway. You know what I mean? So, I just that
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna get to Lauren asked about you, me, and he. He said, "Is it about trying to get a threesome profit?"
Yeah. He never really. I never knew nobody to even ask him about that song though, in interviews.
Because people, they go for the low hanging fruit and they go automatically just want to talk about juicy fruit and stuff. So
yeah, that's
like
but
how they just like how they do everybody. They do the big stars. Like if they talk to Janet, they're just gonna go straight to one thing. They're not gonna go to just a little radio song. But anyway,
right. But I would think because the interview that he did with Sway, that interview was like in my favorites, and I love how Sway did it. You know what I mean? And like he got to Juicy, but he got to other things. But I'm like, I'll be looking at these interviews and be like, somebody asked about this song. I want to see what technically we can talk about Juicy Fruit. Ain't that's giving top to somebody. Like that ain't no better. And Mtume was a little freak.
Oh no, it's on the You, Me, and He album. It's a song called "Tie Me Up."
Yeah, I mean he has 6 kids.
It's an instrumental called "Sweet for You and Me," the monogamy mix.
Oh, and Mtume was a little freak, man. Like for real, like. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Like what was he like? Jesus Christ.
I
but
mean,
it was hard for him to even get Juicy on the radio, Juicy Fruit on the
mm.
radio. But once us, because one thing about Mtume, he was about us for sure. You know what I mean? And he was always for the culture, and he always stood by the culture. That was one thing that I really loved about Mtume, that he was just of the culture. Because you know, me being a fan of him, and of course going back and seeing what he did, and one of the albums that I wish that they put on streaming is Land of the Blacks, and it's very for us, you know what I mean? And songs like Separated but Not Equal, um, No Words, and The Prayer. And I really, if anybody loves music, I would really recommend you guys go listen to Land of the Blacks. It's very like political, it's very, religious and things like that. And we were getting a lot of that in the 70s anyway. You know what I mean? Because well, this was the late 60s he did this, because this is before he started working with Miles Davis. And that's when him and Reggie Lucas met, you know what I mean, working with Miles, you know what I'm saying? Like, Miles even did a record entitled Mtume. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, he did a joint called Mtume, and James Mtume is playing the percussion on it. Like, but we all know Miles Davis was a little...
Yeah. I'm laughing at Neil. He said Juicy Fruit doesn't last as long as the song. Nah, it don't. It sure don't. That old whack gum. That gum is whack sauce. Juicy Flute.
Yes, that joint lasts like 3 chews, and that's it. And that's it. And the joint goes stale. Like, that's why I don't even get Juicy Fruit no more. I don't mess with that joint. That joint is a mistake. Epic fail. Epic fail. But yeah, so Neil always sidetracking somebody. You know?
It was funny though.
Yeah, true.
Gum be stale by the end of the song.
Right. you probably have to chew like 8 pieces of Juicy Fruit just to get through this song.
Just to get to the bridge,
Yeah, just to get to the bridge. Be like, I gotta spit this out. New one. But yeah, his work with Miles Davis is nuts, like Neltron is saying. Like, it's great. And I guess that was, his teaching. You know what I mean? You're around them and you're around that, and then you go on your own, you know what I mean? And that's when he, started working with Roberta Flack, and he was in her band. And that's when him and Reggie Lucas was like, yo, we could do this in ourselves. And that's when they wrote The Closer I Get to You. And it went from there, you know what I mean? And I love Tawapa's and version that they did on his second album. I love, you know what I mean? Like, Tawapa, her voice, she's one of the most underrated gems. And I hope somebody checked on her, because I hope she's doing all right, because that was like her musical father, teacher, like everything. So I hope, Tawapa is doing all right, and, prayers definitely going out to her. But when it comes to Mtume, what's another favorite of yours from him?
Where I want to go? Well, I was talking about Lauren, but I do. But we could talk about you, me, and you though. Like the
okay.
It's a very like dramatic song. Not dramatic as in people singing loud and crazy, but the subject matter, like it's drama and in the back and forth. That I love that song.
I never knew they had a video until you told me. I never, like, ever, when that song and somebody, well, I guess ain't nobody really care. And 80s videos were just not great. So I guess.
You know what? I think all music videos, except for a handful, are all trash. Music videos suck from every
Talking
era.
about in the 80s period.
Period. No. Period. Except for except for your Missies and your Busta Rhymes and your Janets and your Michaels. Outside of that, videos suck. Most videos
Oh,
suck.
really? You
Music
feel that
videos,
way?
it was fun to watch because for one, the production value, we were used to the production value because that's all we knew. So
Right.
but you go back, think about most videos you go back and watch now, you be like, ooh.
That's true.
Every
That's
time
true.
you watch videos together, the whole time we be like, ooh, oh. And they don't all be old. Some of them be from 2000. So
that's true. That's true. That's true.
I think music videos outside the people that did the huge production value is a trash medium. It's a trash medium.
But it helped. It helped a lot of artists, though.
Oh no, I acknowledge that, but I think it's trash, like artistically, except for those ones, that
Like
we
the
hold
big,
up high.
yeah.
But it ain't a
I
lot
get
of
you.
them. Most
I
of them
get
is record company trying to put something together. If it's some girls, they want to show that they got bodies or they dressing and blah 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 blah. If it's men, we got to do this particular it's like very archetypal, whatever, and generic. And half the time, it's not even really what the artist was about. It was what the label wanted. So, yeah, I think it's a trash medium. I still love to watch them, but it's trash. I like trash songs too, but
That's true.
It's trash.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, Lord, there is a video.
And it was artistically done, and it's not. It is the exception and not the rule to most music videos. That's
true.
One of my favorite hip hop videos, actually. Neltron, but cute. You try to come for me, it's okay.
He tried, but
yes, Lauren, there's a video.
and for Neltron saying that everybody watch Mtume's video interview with Questlove, yes, that interview was so dope, and the other one I always talk about is with Sway. I think that because I like when an interviewer is comfortable and they're able just to speak. And with Questlove, you can tell that Mtume was so comfortable in what he was talking about, and he was able to share his story. Now, a couple of times, we know how Quest is, but Mtume was able to tell his story because we know Quest likes to tell people stories when they're there. Just saying. But that was a dope interview. You know what I mean? Because he has so much history in this music. And I love how he was able to kind of not redeem, what word I'm looking for. Like, he was able to go through every era with something different. You know what I mean? Like the 80s, he was able to, be known for the guy that did Juicy Fruit. And you know what I'm saying? Then you get to the 90s where it gets with Big using Juicy, but then he helped create New York Undercover, which New York Undercover and what he did with it, I feel, in my opinion, that's what we try to do, at least try to talk about a balance. Because he said, why don't we just have the newer artists cover the older artists, then have the older artists come on here and sing their hits? So you can kind of get that balance. And I feel like that's what we kind of missing, because we needed something like that. You know what I mean? Because he said in the interview, he said that his son came and brought him The Bridge Is Over. And he was like, yo, this joint is offbeat, yo. Like, he was like, what? But then he saw that his son was loving it, and it made him listen to it with different ears. He was like, yo, I got to listen to something with different ears. Now, this is a whole new generation. He was like, we're making the music. My parents wasn't listening to it the way I was playing it, but they enjoyed it. So he found the way, and he was like, then he got it. So when Sean and Biggie came to him for the Juicy beat, he was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And this was the one time he was like, Puffy, you ain't getting all them publishing. That's just the bottom line. I'm going to get 50%. I'm going to get 50 cents and you will get the dollar. You know what I mean? So he was like, so one thing about him, he was smart about his business. You know what I mean? And he was always trying to keep it within us. That's one thing. And that's what really made Mtume a favorite of mine, because he tried to keep it with us. Because he said it's our music. It's been our music. It always been our music. But now we seem to forget that it was ours. You know what I mean? And we let other people have it. And it's like, then you get mad on how it's getting used. Well, it was ours. You know what I mean? So I love how he definitely stood for the culture. That was one thing I love about Mtume. Like anything, it was always for us, by us. You know what I mean? And with a name like James Mtume, you couldn't be nothing else but that. I mean,
that wasn't his.
I'm just being funny. I'm just being shady.
Yeah. So what's another one that you have a connection to?
Back Together Again with Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. I love that record.
Yes, the way to make a song that's a love song, but make it a dance song, but it still be as endearing as it. Like it just works, but it's like a groove and a dance. Like it's a lot of things at one time that probably seem like they would work, and it works perfectly. Yeah,
it's so dope, and to know how many people we know is on that record, like singing backup. You got Luther, you got Gwen Guthrie, you got Brenda White King, you got Yvonne Lewis. Like you got all these background vocalists that some of them became stars in their own right, but we didn't know them then. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't know any of them, but to look back and be like, that session was crazy. Mm-hmm. And I also like with that, not like, but Mtume talked about the record that they were, doing, I think, the first and the second verse, and Donny Hathaway couldn't really finish, and he ran out of the studio, and he ran into the bathroom, and James Mtume ran after him, and he was like, "Yo, Donny, what's the matter?" And he was like, "Yo, Mtume, they are trying to kill me." And he was like, they got, things hooked up to my brain. And he was talking to him. And Mtume was like, he started crying. And he was like, you know what? We done for the night. Let's get ourselves together. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? We had a good session. Let everybody go home. And he said 5:30 that morning, he got a call from Roberta and said Donny Hathaway was dead. So he said that song will always hit him because him and Donny had that private conversation, but he said God do things for reasons. That was supposed to be him and Donny's moment. You know what I mean? So for that, and that song is just, and it's just, like you wouldn't even expect Donny was in that headspace on how fun the song sounds. Like you like want to dance to it, you want to party to it, you want to do all that. You know what I mean? It's such a fun record, and I just, when it comes to duets, I love singing it with my mom. You know what I mean? I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put that on, and she's Roberta and I'm Donny. So I love it. You know what I mean? So that song just makes me like really happy and smile and all that. But not to know that Donny wasn't in that vibe. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So another one for me is Never Knew Love Like This Before.
Yeah, of course.
Miss Stephanie. Miss Mills.
Miss Mills. The honesty Mills. That lady knows she honest. Whoo. 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 And one thing James Mtume was like, I love my honesty, Stephanie. That woman knows she honest.
If only more people would stop doing bullshit, because it would be out there. But
that right.
So
never
little, just little and fire.
and
Fire.
fire. Like, yes, yes. Hmm.
But yeah, that just that's a beautifully written song.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
of
yeah.
course that one was with with Reggie Lucas also. So it
Yeah.
was
Yeah. They were
co-written.
a tag team, man.
Mm-hmm.
They were really, really a tag team. Well, speaking of that, my other one is gonna we sticking with Stephanie is what you're gonna do with my lovin'. Like, I love when that record comes on. I just love the beginning, like them drums, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and to know that Stephanie said when she was singing the record, she didn't even know what she was singing. She said she got the lyrics and got it and was like, I don't know what the heck this. I ain't never been in love. I don't know this. So she said Tawatha had to really coach her through this record. And I'm like, it sure don't sound like it, Miss Mills. Like, she owns that joint. You know what I mean? And what I like is the fact that DMX used the sample and then he had Stephanie also sing on it. That's how you do it. If you go and use a sample and you need a vocalist on there, try to get the original vocalist on there. Again,
Yes.
that's how you can put the old and the new message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all, I can go off.
Not you, not you. Oh, you're so sweet and calm.
The lies you tell.
Yes. All right. So what's another song?
um,
And
mine.
y'all could give us songs too in the comments too.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah. Give us some
gotta
comments,
get it.
some songs that y'all like from James and Mtume. Another one. I guess you know the what they had with Stephanie Mills was such greatness. I love Sweet Sensation. I love
Oh
it. I
yeah.
love Sweet Sensation. I just, it's just so fun. Baby, come over me. I'm like, yes, Stephanie, go on. And it's so crazy because on Spotify they don't even have the song. Like, they have a remix, and I guess they put kind of the the original into the remix. It sounds weird, but I'm like,
Oh, there is a version on
it
there,
is.
but it's not. It's just of the 12. It's Sweet Sensation. I was just listening to it the other day.
Oh, okay.
I posted on the timeline. It was it's on there.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, I love Sweet Sensation. I love that record. And I love because the live performance that's on YouTube. I think she was dancing with the Lockers, you know,
Hmm.
back then, and she did the record with them. And you know, I love Stephanie, period. Like, she could sing anything to me, but I think the great thing that she had was that the fact that the chemistry that she had with, you know, James and Mtume and Reggie Lucas, because I guess, you know, with them doing the song for Roberta, I guess Stephanie was like going down the line was their Janet, I guess. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis's Janet. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, we got something here. We gonna work with this, and we gonna crank out these hits. You know what I mean? And I wish, you know, Reggie Lucas and Tume wouldn't have never, you know, broke up from each other. But and Tume said, you know, after a while, when you start playing things the same and things don't seem to change, you kind of got to move on. You know what I mean? And that's what he said he did. And he was like, you know, he he just was like, yo, I need to do it on my own. And once he did that, he did Juicy Fruit and him and Tawatha, and it was great. But then Reggie Lucas went and started working with Madonna. So, I mean, they both ended up doing great, but I just, with that chemistry that they had with each other, was just unstoppable. I mean, come on, what they did, you know what I'm saying?
But you know, something I've noticed sometimes with production teams or duos or groups, sometimes the magic can be lightning in a bottle, and it can last different. Sometimes it's just meant for a couple years, sometimes it's meant for a decade, and then some partnerships do work over time. But sometimes it's just a moment, and that y'all were in that same creative space at the same moment, and people change and evolve in different ways, and sometimes you are meant to go your separate
You
ways,
gotta
and
go your
people will
separate ways.
eventually come back together. A
Yeah,
lot of times with those things, but sometimes you need to go and figure out, because if they would have stayed together, we wouldn't have got this.
that's true.
That
That's
wouldn't have
true.
come from them together.
Right,
It was
right.
something different, So
Yeah, yeah. I agree with that. Was produced Soul Sister. I know that it was. I know he helped co-write it. I didn't know he helped produce it too. I didn't know that. Oh wow. Okay, Mark, coming through. Okay, yeah, at least I just looked on
Oh,
both Spotify and title. The only version of Sweet Mutation is the modern remix, not
oh,
even
okay.
the. Okay.
I thought I had seen the regular one, but
Oh,
apparently,
okay. Okay. Good looks. Good looks, Joseph. Good looks. Good looks.
yeah.
So,
We be needing some fact checkers every now and then.
yeah, okay now. You know what song you're probably gonna be surprised that I actually like? Because of the production of it. If you think you're lonely now, the KC's um version, he actually produced it. And I'm not the biggest fan of Bobby Womack's version at all. Never been, but that was a huge record for him. And I hate that's like the first song that people will say when it comes to Bobby Womack. It just irks me. And
Oh
I
yeah,
get it.
oh, I love that song.
I know. And I
Both
get it.
versions, both versions. But with with Casey, only the live version though.
Mm.
Only. I do not
Oh,
like the studio.
only. Oh, so you don't even like the studio version.
I do not.
Why?
I just don't.
How honest of you.
It don't have the same roar to me, and that's a song you sing with roar. It don't have the same.
He give you that ooh yeah.
But it ain't the same though. It ain't the same. That who yeah different on wax than it is on the
You got
stage.
a point. You got a point.
When you sweating and with a towel in your hand and no shirt on and leather pants.
Yeah, because he got that
thing hit
Hennessy
different.
that's sweating. He's sweating out that Hennessy.
Oh Lord, like we gotta. Let me see if I can suspend.
Yeah. So yeah. Now try. Yeah. He did the production on the record, and it would make sense because a lot. This was around the New York undercover days, so a lot of these songs, a lot of these performances in Natalie's, he was producing. You know what I mean? So for me, I think he did. It made it current, and I think KC did fine on it. You know what I mean? I think he did great on it, but I just love the production of that song. It gives me what he kind of did with Feel the Fire for Stephanie Mills. You know what I mean? Because as much Pedro bodied it, but I'm sorry, Stephanie took that joint, ate it up for lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, me. You know how I feel about that, and that I don't. No, I agree that.
I know, Michael. Hold on.
Stephanie.
No, Michael. I don't mean Jason's lyric. I knew it was on Jason's lyric, but I said it was a part of the New York undercover days. So he did, do that. Yes, I knew it was a part of Jason's lyric. Go ahead, Elise.
Yeah. What the hell? Oh, Feel the Fire. I just prefer Peebles, and I always will. It's just
you did say that. You did say that.
say that. Yeah, I don't. I don't dislike the well, no, one I don't like the just Teddy one.
Yeah, I don't like the duet with Teddy and Stephanie. I don't. Mm-mm.
I don't like
I'm
it.
good. Like I just don't. I like
And
the end of the record when they having fun in there and Teddy like, you give me oh yeah, oh, and Stephanie like, oh yes. Like that part is the best part of the record to me. Other than that, I'm good on the duet. Like I'm good. Like
yeah.
no.
Now I like Stephanie's, but I don't know, Peebo's. I like that interpretation of the song better of and then Peebo has that smooth and
Yeah.
a smooth power, and I think it works better for the song for me with Peebo.
I got you. You know, right? I feel you.
But nothing's wrong with Stephanie's by any means. Yeah.
And see that, to be honest, that was the first version that I heard. You know what I mean? I didn't hear Peebo's first. I actually thought Stephanie Feel the Fire was the original one to do it. But then when I looked on the liner notes and saw that James Mtume and Reggie Lucas produced it, they didn't write it, and I was like, "Oh, Peebo wrote this? Wait a minute." Then I went back and listened to his, and I was like, "Okay." But you know, I can be a little biased because you know I love Stephanie. So, but her and Teddy, I was like, y'all could have just did Two Hearts together. And
yeah, Two Hearts is that girl. That's
that girl. Yes,
that is a, you know, I have to do my Renee, a song.
Yeah. Could you imagine, sis, if we would have gotten a duets album from Stephanie Mills and Teddy Pendergrass, and it was actually produced by Mtume and Reggie Lucas instead of Gamble and Huff? Or would you would have rather Gamble and Huff do it? Ooh, I like this question.
Gamble and Huff because he know how to work with them. Because he worked with all them loud ass people, and they know how to rein in all that loud ass dramatic in a certain way. Because that James, when he worked with Stephanie, he just let her, you know what I'm saying? It worked. But
right.
You know, and we needed somebody that could tamp it down in a way, still her being her, but because that's a whole lot of voice. Eddie and Stephanie, it's a lot.
Maybe that's why they was like, you know what? We just gonna let y'all do these two songs, and that's gonna be it. Cause y'all two, you gotta remember, they coming from Roberta. You know what I'm saying? Very smooth and not too loud and just so melatonin and that. But then you got Donnie, who is like he said, like what's his name said, James Mtume said on the interview. He said Donnie was a singer. You know what I mean? Like he can give you power, he can do all that, but it was still smooth.
Yeah.
Now Teddy, he eating a mic up. And I think that James Mtume probably was like, okay, all right, we dealing with a lot of stuff here.
I agree. He said he thinks that Mtume and Lucas were slightly funkier than Gamble and Huff.
I totally agree. You know what I mean? I do feel that way because
oh Lord, yes, Joseph, yes. Teddy and Stephanie would be almost as bad as a whole album of Teddy and Patty or Patty.
Oh God, no! Oh Lord! Oh Jesus! Woo.
Patty and Eddie, boy, that would be a hot flaming mess.
A hot mess.
It would be entertaining, but for the wrong reasons.
I do agree that Mtume and Lucas was slightly funkier because with them coming out of bands and all that, you know, they was already funky already. You know what I mean? They are the ones that actually playing the instruments. Gamble and Huff is actually producing, mother, father, sister, brother to say we want it played like this. And Mtume and Lucas was actually the one playing these joints. So they had a little bit more funk to them, and I mean, they came from, they came from Miles Davis and all that. Like, yes, absolutely, they were funkier. Absolutely. You know what, Neil? I'm not fooling with you tonight.
Can't take him nowhere.
Nowhere. Nowhere. Nowhere. Nowhere. Oh man.
Now I want to think of what's another duet that would be crazy, like just stupid loud, like
shoot, like Jennifer and anybody.
or like Fantasia and anybody.
And anybody, right. Right.
Just loud.
I was gonna say freaking Fantasia and Gerald.
That'd have been a hot ass mess.
Ooh, but it would have been great live.
Oh, hallelujah, yes. Oh, I would listen to the record, but it would be a hot mess. And I would enjoy it. I didn't say I wouldn't enjoy it. There's a difference, but it'd be a hot mess. But I damn sure would listen to it.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. What?
Just
then go to live. Yes.
Be like, let's see how ridiculous we can make these ad-libs.
Girl, yes. Girl, yes. Oh my God. Shock and Eddie Levert.
Oh yeah, dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Eddie will give Shaka more run for dramatics though. Because after a while, Shaka gonna be like, you know what? How she did in the verses. Fuck this shit. I ain't getting. No, I ain't doing that. I am not doing that at all.
Yes, but yeah, that's. Jay, you won't have no eardrums left.
Hell no.
You go to an arena concert with me, no mics on, in an arena. Like, nah, we ain't have to put no sound system in. Just on stage, just barefoot singing. All right.
Talk about who? Oh, please.
We ain't say nothing bad about Yvette.
Right. We ain't come for Yvette. I just said Eddie would out dramatic her and she would be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, he said loud is cool, but when you Lord, these damn spammers. I'm gonna get them out of here.
Loud is cool. But when you tame yourself, that's vocal control. Come on with some truth. Come on with some truth. That's absolutely true. You know, and that's what I think is a problem what we got today. You know, everybody just being loud and you can't control it. That's what I feel like with Jennifer, to be honest. I feel like she's loud and she can't control it. And then it just sounds like she's screaming. That's why I was a little iffy about the Aretha movie, but that's neither here nor there. But so okay.
I just learned something new about our platform. You could pull people's things up on the screen. You see it?
Oh snap! Look at that. Look at that.
We still learning our new little platform.
Yeah. We still learning, people. We still learning. This is why they always make Lettucey do the performance, the tribute performance. Just be hollering. Hey, you got a point there, bro. We just straight hollering. Lettucey she's so chill with it.
Yeah. Now that's somebody that got a whole lot of voice that knows how to control it. Like it's amazing how she can control it. That is a singer.
Mm-hmm.
She's a singer.
Yeah. So with James Mtume doing like New York Undercover and all that, right? What was some of y'all favorite like performances from Natalie's? Because that's what I used to. Well, my mom didn't let me watch it because I was too young and it was after 9 when it came on. so I couldn't watch all of it until I got grown. But what was some of y'all like favorite, performances of Natalie's, especially with James Mtume doing it? What were some of y'all favorites? Because I know for me, I love when SWV did Switch. I loved it. I loved it when when they did Switch. It was they bodied that. Coco, Taj, and Lily. Like all of them got to shine on that record. You know what I mean? And I think it was dope. You know what I mean? So that was a favorite of mine at Natalie. So
you know what my favorite. Well, you probably could guess. See if you can get it.
I don't know.
Guess. Nigga, you know what I like.
I know, but
you know what it ain't. With one it ain't.
Mary Natural Woman.
Yep. Ugh. Sorry, it's her birthday, but ugh, woof. And then Dio, that's the one he like.
Oh yeah, Tevin and Brandy was dope. That was dope. Aaliyah, she did her thing with it.
But mine is Mel LaRue, like Mark's.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I thought you would guess that because you know how I stand out about Amel.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. I think we need something like that now. Like, who would be a James Mtume now? Because I always feel like our younger producers can take over for I always felt like Raphael Sadiq took over for Curtis Mayfield and his production. Like, who do you feel like now can kind of take over as far as taking over for Mtume and his production? And I know, you know who I think who could? Terrence Martin. Terrence Martin. Yeah. Come on, Lauren. Come on, Lauren. Or Robert Glasper. Okay. Okay.
It's moving fast.
Okay.
Now.
Okay, Mike. So yours was Tevin and Brandy, SWV, and Mid Condition. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
That's right, Lauren Terrace, South LA, who he shouted you out on our show. What up, Lauren? That was sweet of him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Oh, you know another favorite performance of mine when Janae did Free.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I love when Intro did What's Going On. Another one I like. Oh, now I don't like people redoing this record because y'all know I love this record to death, Love Ballad. But I love when Christopher Williams did it. He did cool with it.
Ooh. I mean, it was okay, but I mean, that's a pretty ambitious song to a pretty ambitious singer to try to come behind on a song. I'm just saying.
I mean, true. Very true. Very true. Who else?
Yeah.
Oh, Brian. Yeah. We was just talking about that on what's his name? Darius's thing. And we was like, we love their version of it because we said Jay's was woo. And Tisha and Tashina's.
Eek.
And of course, when Erica did Stay.
Yeah.
Mm. So what would you really miss about James and Tume for you?
I mean, honestly, I missed what he did while he was here because music changed from a foundation that he put down, and so I he was here in the physical, but I was missing him in the music already.
Right,
You know,
right,
outside
right.
of sample here and there, but of like feeling that feeling with everything. So, but I don't know. He wrote great songs, but I feel like he didn't take it too seriously to where it's like a lot of them were fun songs. So I miss that versatility of just kind of being able to kind of do it all.
Okay. All right. Well, for me, I'm just gonna miss that he stood for us, and he stood for us in the music industry, and I love that he talked to the younger generation about it. You know what I'm saying? He always tried to pull them and say, listen, this is what y'all need to know. Y'all need to respect the OGs. You know what I mean? Respect them. You know what I mean? Like they've been through this. We have been through this. You know what I mean? And he also says that his generation didn't do that great either. And I love the honesty that he did. He was very honest in a lot of things. He said our generation, he would say his generation stopped really going for the cause, but then blame our generation of how we are. He was like, well, we didn't continue this. So we can't be mad at the new generation of doing what we didn't finish. So I love that he was honest and he spoke that, yeah, we did wrong too. You know what I'm saying? And I just, with that, and then for me, you could tell the love that he put in his production. That's one thing that I really miss about into what I will miss about his music and his legacy, that you knew he loved it. He didn't have to make a dollar from it, but he still wanted to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and he will forever be paid with Juicy because everybody knows that has been freaking sampled by freaking everybody from Big, Keisha Cole, Allure, Alicia Keys, Faith did it for Faithfully. You know what I mean? Tidra Moses for Be My Girl remix. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, like, God, I just and our legends are going so like, and after a while, we're not gonna have the ones before us to tell us what we need to do. You know what I mean? Because I feel like now everybody's coming into this like I know what I'm doing, and you know they're focusing more on the business and less on the music, and you could tell mainstream wise anyway. You know what I mean? And you could tell he was like, I didn't give a damn if it was mainstream or not, as long as my people was rocking to it. I didn't care what the mainstream was, because eventually they're gonna come along anyway.
Late to the party, yeah, man.
They always gonna come to the party. You know what I'm saying? Like Sin was telling me today, like him and his wife was watching Cadillac. You know what I mean? What is it? Dream Girls, right? And they said, Cadillac car sounded so good with Eddie Murphy and them doing it, and they doing it with a beat and all that, and it feels so good. And then they take it, mainstream takes it from us and say Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac. It's
Oh,
so
it's like the it's like the Five Horsemen. We've got
yes.
soul. Ain't got no money, Jack.
Thank you, Neltron. He bridged the gap, man. He bridged it. He didn't mind sitting talking to. That's why him and Quincy Jones kind of remind me of each other. You know what I mean? As far as speaking to the young generation, because Quincy didn't mind it. Like he's still like some of these new artists. Quincy is at the club, like, yo, y'all need to check out these young dudes that's really playing these musicians and and doing all this stuff. So, him and Quincy kind of remind me of each other. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna miss the love that he put in it. You know what I mean? Like really, really the love that he put in it, and he really stood for us. You know what I mean? And tried to fight everything for us. Because after a while, he got sick of the industry. And he started doing radio and started talking about politics and started talking about Black of America. And and he was the one that, because what is the song all about? Or talking all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
That was a diss to him, because he was like, how y'all gonna use our stuff and not pay us for it? He was like, you're using our samples, but you don't want to pay us for it. We understand art is art, but pay us for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us, and is like he said in the interview with Sway, he said James Brown really helped hip hop, and he ain't get paid for a lot of it. And it's sad. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sad. Oh Lord, y'all done brought up Timberland. Lord have mercy. That fool. Fool. Like, y'all know he trolling. Like, what? Yes, he was.
No,
He
he
was
said that he was being sarcastic.
he was on Kiss, BLS. Come on, New Yorker. Come on, we got a New Yorker. Yes. Sunday mornings. Yes, come on, man. And he used to, and it was so influential, man. Just to hear him talk about us, you know what I mean? It's just so dope, you know what I mean? So I'm really gonna miss that about him, and I just, wanted us to really give him, his respect, you know what I mean? Because again, when it comes to my top 10 list, he's always been, him and Reggie Lucas has always been in it. You know what I mean? And when I see it, I don't see a lot of people really talking about him, to be honest. You know what I mean? And for me, I've always tried to. That's why when I would do my, Current R&B Bangers, I would always try to do a throwback joint with Mtume, like one of his songs. You know what I mean? So I just, I'm just gonna miss him. I miss his interviews, because, like Neltron said, it was wisdom that he gave, and that's what I'm really gonna miss with him. But hello, it will be no Madonna. Hello, even though her career was used on shock value, but we're not gonna go there. Her music was good though.
I have mixed. My Madonna feelings are on both sides. Like, I love her, but I can't stand her at the same time.
I get it.
It's very conflicted. It's complicated.
I get it. Oh, I get it. I totally get it. Get it.
It's certain eras of her that I can't give them up. I like it.
Right.
Now the later stuff I could do it out, but it's like the last 2 or 3 projects I'm not even
checking. Oh no, I ain't listening to that.
But before then, it's a lot that I like, but then it's like I know she, a vulture, but a lot of it I like.
Yeah,
conflicted, but yeah. That's all I gotta say about that.
I mean, technically, Culture Vulture. Okay, y'all really going in on this Quincy and Timberland. I mean, shoot, if what's the name was living, if Mtume was living, he probably would say something about it. I think, like I told Elise, I got what. Yeah, I was gonna go there. I was gonna go. Did I say that to you today, bro? Did we talk about that today, or was it you, Timogen, that I told that I didn't like? That he said that Aaliyah came to him in a dream when he had Tank. And he did that girl so dirty. Because she was so great. But yeah, y'all know, again, I knew what Timberland was trying to say in the message, not giving up. But he was trolling. He was trolling like shit, because he tried to say that album by the Weekday is like Thriller. So he got to keep this trolling going, you know what I mean? And That's why he put that up. But everybody has been reading him for filth. So him and his 7th grade teeth. So I mean, come on.
JR. You're terrible.
I always go in. His teeth never grew.
JR, he can't help that.
Well, he need to get that together. Because if you're
All
going
that
to talk
money.
mess, if you're going to open your mouth, people going to look at your mouth. And clearly, he need to keep it closed. Clearly, I don't need to see that. No. He's still teething. You ain't a baby no more. He do. He do need a wellness check. He do. He absolutely does. Because if somebody come to him and tell him, oh, you ain't get a big hit until you started working with Justin Timberlake, I bet you he'd be in his feelings.
Yeah, I bet you, boy, he'll set this motherfucker on fire.
Hello? He'll be on The Real. He'll be on Good Morning America. He'll be everywhere on his live saying all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is stupid. Like, again, he is in a position to kind of show, kind of be the one to show this newer generation what our older artists did. And he's trying to compare it, and it don't sound right. Like, at all. Like, it just, again, what Mtume says, we can't be mad at this younger generation when we got our older generation saying stupid shit like Timberland. And I can't deal. Yes. I can't deal.
How do we get there? How do we even get there?
Well, now are you stupid?
How do we even get there? Oh man.
No, because everybody in the comments was going. So, I was talking about it too, man. I just saw everybody talking about, Timberland and Quincy. So,
Right.
Yes, he can be a bridge, but he's messing up. Like, he could be that, and it can be great. And he can be right now. Timberland can be like an Mtume right now, and he can really sit with this younger generation and teach them. Like, yo, this is how it goes. This is what we did. This is what you need to look out for. You know what I'm saying? Not go live and saying this. Like, even though I get on Questlove, but I love what he said. He didn't go in like, oh, this album sounds like Thriller and da-da-da-da-da. He did like, yo, I've been living with it. I've been, vibing with it. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm learning to love it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, cool. But when Timberland did all that, I was just like, Jackie said, Don F is a dope Jenna Fuse concept album. The only reason why you can't compare it to Thriller is Thriller is an album that reached many genres. Facts. I don't think you should even compare anything to Thriller at all. Thriller should not even be in your, but I think another reason why he said it, because he knew it would get people talking. It would get people talking. He know if he say that, the Michael Jackson fans gonna come out and be like, say what? No. You know what I'm saying? They ready to eat him up. You know what I mean? So, I get it. You know what I mean? But I mean, ugh. I give the role to somebody like Pharrell or somebody in his stature. I mean, Pharrell did give a song to Robin Thicke that he could have gave to somebody else.
But hey, they lucked up because they would have got it and been in all that legal mess. So they dodged a bullet.
But it wouldn't have been as big though.
I mean, yeah.
It wouldn't have been as big. And Pharrell said it. He said, yeah, I knew if I'd have gave that joint. Because go listen to Till the Morning on Mary's Growing Pains. It sounds damn near like Blurred Lines. But you see, Mary's wasn't even a single, so nobody cared. He brought this out, and it worked for him. You know what I mean? And like James Mtume said in the interview, colors does matter.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? So, yes. What did it say? And Jay-Z was in Alicia Keys saying, oh, Lord. Well, we know why Jay-Z did that. We know exactly why Jay-Z did that because he knew Nas was coming out with an album and he wanted people to be on their mind talking about him. Come on, he's on Alicia Keys's Twitter Spaces. Really, really, really. And I want everybody. If you, his name is Calvin Michaels, and he did a video about this whole thing with Jay said the Beyonce and Michael, and the way he broke it down was freaking amazing, amazing. So I recommend y'all guys check that out. It's Calvin Michaels on YouTube, and he did a video kind of talking about it, and he was like, "Listen, at the end of the day, Beyonce is Beyonce, Michael is Michael. Michael didn't have a lot of things that Beyonce has now." You know what I mean? So the way he broke it down, it was just dope. So I recommend you guys definitely check it out. Y'all going hard in the paint.
Is that the name, Calvin Michaels? Or
Yeah. That's
okay.
it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dope. So I definitely recommend you guys check that out for real. But we was supposed to get somebody on here, but I guess they sleep.
Oh, did you hit him back up?
I sure did.
Oh, he whack.
I sure did. Maybe if you would have hit him, he would have responded.
Sure, he might.
I had to step away.
Oh, we did talk about Tawatha.
Yeah, we did. And you know, I was saying I wish somebody would definitely check up on her. You know what I mean? Because you know, this man was like her musical father, like musical, you know, teacher. Like they were so, the chemistry was so there. You know what I mean? So hopefully, you know, and he loved her, and she did all of Stephanie Mills' demos. You know what I mean? She did all that. I love her version with her and Mtume when they did The Closer I Get to You. I love that. The second album, she's all on, so I definitely recommend you guys check that out. Check out a lot of his albums too. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, he loved Luther loved Sissy, Lisa Fisher, Tabitha, Tawatha Agee, what's her name? Darlene Love, Brenda White. He loved all them. And what's his name? Fonzel, I think that's his name. But oh yeah, now try check him out. Check him out for real. Like he does these dope like videos about kind of topics, and you know, he really that thank you, Timogen, thank you. I recorded music with, wow, really? Yo, send that to us. Yo, let us know, how can we get to your music for real? Come on, man. Come on. Let us know now. Fonzie Thornton, that's what it is. That's right. They came out of that sheet. Yup. Them songs wouldn't have been what they was if they wasn't for Luther. Them vocal arranging wouldn't have been what they was. Young Americas wouldn't have been what it was if it wasn't for Luther. A lot of those Roberta Flack backgrounds wouldn't have been if it wasn't for Luther. Y'all need to check out the book by Craig Seymour, and he breaks that all down. And he did
catch that episode.
Yeah, catch that episode with us. But he also, his book, and y'all need to really read it. It's really dope. You know, it's focused more on the music, and that's what it needs to be. So, yeah. Yes, y'all. Okay, so his name is Jacquel Jackson. Okay. Yes, please, y'all check out his book that he did on Luther so he can know, you know what I mean? All right, Neltron, thank you, bro. Love you too, man.
Good night, bro.
Yeah. So but yeah. Shoot, I think we broke everything down, really.
So for these last few minutes, how about real quick, everybody drop in the comments a song that they've been playing a lot lately, or something new that you really like that's that's in R&B
Ooh.
or even R&B adjacent, but like with
Right.
R&B.
Let
Drop
me
a
just
song
go to my
for everybody
Spotify.
to check out. Not everybody
Um,
wants. I keep forgetting it's a delay. It's a slight delay.
right. Well, I've been playing for me. I've been playing Kevin Ross's new project, Drive 2. Um, Looking for Love was one of my favorite songs of last year. Um, Sweet Release, same team. Kevin Ross can sing his face off. He just did an interview with our sister Chastity from Midnight R&B Edition. She did an
Mm-hmm.
interview with him, which was completely dope. So yes, check him out. Kevin Ross should be like bigger, like so huge. The boy can sing. He does the mashups on Instagram. Like he's really, really dope. So definitely check him out. That's where I kind of been rocking to a lot lately. Oh, you've been rocking the Freedom. Okay.
That's a
Okay.
good.
I can dig
Oh
it.
man, I remember when that was out. That was my shit.
Yeah, come on, Anthony Hamilton. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That Love is the New Black.
Yes,
Freaking
Lord.
amazing. And I thought we were in love. He used I Miss You, speaking of Teddy Pendergrass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dang, bro, we ain't talked to each other about that album. I just
We
realized
did.
that.
No, we didn't. That's weird. You talk about everything else.
We'll talk about it soon.
Okay, I have
I
a
love it.
confession.
What?
Sacrifice by the Weekday I do like.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have a confession.
No, I'm just
I do
surprised.
like.
I'm surprised.
Right, I do like that Sacrifice. Because remember, since I told you I was trying to play his album, and yeah, I got a little bored. I'm sorry, but Sacrifice, I did like that song. I like it. I did like it. Duran, yes, Duran. I love what I love about him. He brings his dramatics into the music. He is him. It doesn't matter. He be doing but you know what I'm saying? Like he'll put that into the record. I love it. I love that. I love it. Well, Michael, who are they gonna do this remake of Freedom with? Now remember who was a part. I know you've been
Yo,
listening
the
to
same
Freedom.
people that was on it the first time. I just want them and nobody else. Just all the people that was already on it.
Nobody else is. You don't want nobody else?
Nobody.
What does he do again? Who?
What does who do again?
He talking about the Weekday. Yes, the Moonchild joint with Layla Hathaway. Woo.
Look here. Look here.
Woo. Look here, and the joint with Alex Isley too.
Woo. All those faves just all together.
All of them.
A nice little package.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Again, and that's where I'm at. Like, I ain't with the remakes of Freedom and all that either. Like, please, they can't do You Will Know. You ain't got no strong, powerful voices like that. Ain't happening.
Yeah, especially because with You Will Know, like everybody was.
You started off with Tevin Campbell.
Everybody was singing
down.
They came and showed up on their best behavior. They had their tea and their honey.
You know what I laugh at too, sis?
What?
When they tried to do that at the American Music Awards, right? And somebody couldn't make it, so they let Usher sing. Yeah. And he came right after Tevin.
Aww. That's just unfair. That's not fair.
Oh, Vivian Green. Oh, that's my girl. Love Vivian. Oh, the Shandellas, the girls. Those are my girls. The girls. Love them. Love them. We got who? Boy. Timogen, I'm going to send you a message for that note. On that note, I'm going to send you a nice little message. I hope you're prepared for it. I hope you are. I hope you are. Look at you. You a fool.
I should have never figured this out. I found it by accident. I was scrolling. I was like, oh,
What
wait a
you
minute.
we learning? We learning. Also,
Like,
y'all see, you know what I'm saying? We building, y'all see what going up, you know, that cash app right there. Y'all can hook some, hook some people up, you know what I mean? $1, 50 cents, whatever you can give.
we like the kind that jingles, but we prefer the kind that folds. Remember Lisa McDowell said that? And Coming to
Beautiful
America.
goat sounds. Nice goat sounds. I am done. I am done.
I love goats. They're delicious.
I can't deal with y'all. Don't. You don't have to.
Don't do it.
Hell,
It's
he
not.
ain't even listen to his own music. He do nothing but remakes.
We a bunch of stiff ass dancing.
And he think if he doing something. He think if he doing something. Yes, man. That's what we do, and that's what we do here, man. On R&B Reds, that's all we talk about. Like, yo, man, we done. What legends have we? We done talked about Michael. We done talked about Stevie. We done talked about.
James.
Yeah, y'all got me thinking about how they put 98 Degrees on stage with Luther, and I think you want even better. They put 98 Degrees on there with Mariah and Joe.
Sure did. On a whole ass hit.
A whole ass.
Whole ass hit.
I was like,
They can't
first
let
of
us
all,
have shit. Like, nah. Like, damn, we can't have a fucking thing.
can't have no. But in the same breath, if you listen to Nick Lachey, he sounds. You could tell he was listening to some
Oh
Boys the
yeah.
Men and
And
Jodeci and all that.
and JR, and like we would just talk about it, like 98 Degrees was one of the few of those of that boy band period that actually wrote music, actually knew about
Right,
music. They were on Motown, and it
right,
wasn't on no gimmick shit. So
right.
from
That's
the
true.
beginning. So
That's true. Very true.
which a lot of people don't know that. So
Mm-mm.
so
Mm.
but they don't need to be on the stage with none of those above listed people. Not then, not now, not never.
Not even with Luther being in heaven. Can't. No.
I said not never. I think I covered every time period. I said then, now, and not. That's a time, not never. Why everybody coming for you, JR?
That was cute. That was real cute. Why you gotta just like put me out there like that?
No, Full Force ain't write all of it, but they wrote a whole lot of it.
Yeah, they wrote like a
A
lot of
whole
the.
lot.
Yeah, they did for the Backstreet. They did. They wrote some stuff for NSYNC. They
Mm-hmm.
wrote some stuff for Rihanna. Well, now she's not part of that boy band shit, so no.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hello. I mean, come on, let's be real. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and 98 Degrees and all those pop groups were really following behind what Boys the Men and Jodeci were doing. So they were making it really because they realized Boys the Men were selling millions. So they wanted to create them. But mind you, it took away from Drew Hill, 112, Player, all these groups, even though they had hits. But then now we got Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all them kind of taking what we got, but selling it to a mainstream audience. And it kind of sucks. But again, like Mtume says, they always gonna come running.
Yeah, because they had to come run back to us to see what's new that they could steal.
I
Literally
mean,
and
look at the list that just
literally
came
and
out.
figuratively. Hmm?
Did you see the list that just came out?
No.
With the list that favorite singers and Elvis Presley is number one.
Um, hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Neltron sent me
You
that
know the
foolishness. I said I will not respond. Not at all. They had Jesse McCartney at number
Elvis was
three.
a hero to most. Okay.
They had Adam Lambert before Stevie Wonder. They had Jesse McCartney before Otis Redding. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done. This list
They
makes
always
no
try to make their
sense.
little listicles. I can't. I'm gonna tell you my least favorite. And I'm sorry if you're a writer and you writing this style. I'm so sorry. I don't like it. Is I don't like to go read an article and it's just lists. I fuck the little listicles. I I don't
I
like it.
hate that.
And if you write like that, I'm so sorry. I hate it. It's goofy. It's lazy. And I understand you like a lot of people that. I mean, some people that's all they read. But give me an article and a list. Break down the broad strokes in the list for the people that ain't gonna read. But give me a fucking article. Let me read it
Right.
like a. Let me read something like a fucking grown up.
Ooh,
Hey y'all.
I felt that bass. I felt that.
I don't. It's just it's very lazy. You can have a list
I
in your
agree
shit,
though.
but the whole thing, if it's just a list, then you
But a lot of them do that because they want to create
and
controversy.
then it
You know
don't
what
be
that's
well
about.
researched. Like research to do an article. I mean, that's why a lot of people have misinformation. Even sometimes I'll end up with misinformation because people didn't do their sources, and you go back and you look and you be like, oh wait a minute, I thought this all these years, but that's furthest from the truth. So
Right.
because reading is great, but if the information wrong, it don't matter.
Oh, Rasan just like my video.
She was just talking about he liked what I could.
Yes. Yeah, bro. They could have kept that exactly. Jesse
Simone
McCartney.
said, "Who the fuck?" She said, "Who the fuck is Jesse
He
McCartney?"
had one that it hits. Hold on.
I don't remember the song. I know the name, but I can't even visualize what that person looks like. But I know somebody that sings songs. That's what I know.
Yeah, Beautiful Soul. That was the hit. That was the hit. I'm still kind of salty at VH1 for ranking the Beatles above Michael in their 100 greatest artists list. Well, you know what that was about because I love how Quincy Jones said they were the worst band he ever heard. I said, thank you, Quincy. Thank you. He's like, they're the worst band I ever heard.
This feel ridiculous, like the old lives we used to the first when we first started doing the lives.
And having them up in here don't make it no better.
We talk about the topic for like 20 minutes and then we just be so.
God damn, they were in the comments. That's why.
No, I don't think she's related to Paul. I don't think so. If so, they'd have played that. They'd have played that to fuck up. If that was the case,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So y'all are hilarious. But yeah, we gonna get on out of here.
This was dope. But RIP to James Mtume for sure. Definitely. Prayers going out to his family, his kids, his wife. You know, prayers going out to them. You know what I mean? We all got to go sometime, but it's tough when it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it don't change. Yeah, yes, it's happens every day, but it doesn't change how you
the
feel.
feeling about it, you
You
know.
know. So
Like Janet said when Michael died, she was like, he's an icon and legend to y'all, but to us, he's family. So you know they family going through it right now. So definitely prayers going out to the family and all that. But RIP to to James Mtume, and his music will forever live on. And y'all blast Measure for Measure. Y'all go blast that for us tonight and tag us in it on Twitter and let everybody know that we told y'all to go jam to that joint for real.
Yes, because y'all know how to love us.
Sure you do. We're crazy.
You know how to love me. So nice. Okay. Yeah. Thank y'all. And check out the last episode of Catch That
Yes.
with Dart Adams talking about Adriana Evans
Yes.
debut album. Real dope. We've gotten a great response from it. Like people. Oh, I'm gonna put it up for you.
Timmons is lying. He's lying.
Well, I'm putting it up for everybody though.
Oh, okay.
Can't assume that people know what I'm talking about. That would be mighty presumptuous on my part. But yeah,
yeah, the live we did, like, I mean, the Catch That we did was amazing. Like, y'all definitely check that out. We've been getting really great response from it. People really enjoy it. They're really liking it. I would love if Adriana and Dred Scott would see it, because we definitely bigged them up. Like, Dart is like family, man. And like he said, we what he called it, a cold case, the first cold case episode of Catch That. And it was so dope because Dart is so musical, and for me and Elise to kind of have him like, what? It was like, yo, we accomplished something. You know what I mean? But it was just so dope talking about that album, because that's really a sleeper and it deserved a lot. So y'all check that out. It's a dope episode.
Mm-hmm. And then our next Catch That minis is going to be next week, and it's two of our family. One already left, but it's going to be Timogen and Neltron.
Yes.
And those are both like really dope, powerful
episodes. Baby. In that episode, y'all gonna one of them, y'all gonna see that I'm not gonna talk as much.
You know, it had to happen once in a lifetime.
That was cute. Yeah, so
yeah,
it's dope, yo. That episode was dope. So can't wait for y'all to check that out this Sunday at 2 Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. I like your hoodie, bro.
Huh?
I like your hoodie.
Oh, thanks. When I went to the African American Museum, that jump was dope. I want to go back, but COVID just messing up everything.
Yeah, I've never been. Yeah.
Oh. Got some plans. Thank you. Thank you for saying something.
So you got to leave JR obvious hits. He'll get you what you want, but you got to be like, I want this, and he'll get it.
Right. And y'all, Nikita say the same thing. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know y'all. You can't be around the bush with me because I never get it.
Yeah, some people had a gift giving ministry. I think I got that.
You do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I gotta hear you talk about it. So I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. Everybody's loving that Adrian. Okay. Oh, thanks, Mike Jones. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, Timogen, you want to go? All right. I got you. Don't worry.
But yeah, y'all. Oh, JR, you mentioned another song just now to tag y'all in. Oh, he did. Okay. Did you get it, Timogen?
Yeah, You Know How to Love Me. That's why I was like, y'all go listen to that on Twitter and just tag us in it and say y'all, you know.
Yeah, it's my favorite Phyllis Hyman up tempo.
Right.
Like, for reals. Yeah.
You sure you don't like? I ain't gonna say it.
What?
You know what I was gonna go. I was gonna go to 1991.
Just wanna be your girl. Oh God, that song.
She didn't even like it.
You could tell. Like she sang fine. She used her, child, that thing couldn't sing bad if she tried. But
No, she
it
couldn't.
won't. But it was very subdued, and you could tell that she won't. That.
She was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we will see y'all, and as always, y'all know we be on the Twitter and the Instagram, so
Yes, y'all can
always
catch
chat
us
with us.
anytime.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of y'all do text us to tell us when we wrong, which you should.
Yes, we
Which you
take it
should.
in. Yes, tell us
If
when
we,
we
if
wrong.
we,
Yes, I
yeah.
like it.
If we
Yes.
fuck it up, please let me know, because I ain't trying to be out here looking crazy.
Okay.
Crazy enough as is.
You know what?
I don't need no extra ammunition.
I can't with her. You know what? On that note,
Now it's time to say goodbye.
thank you, Simone, for checking in with us, man. For real.
Yes,
Thank you, man. You rocking with us, man. Appreciate that. We're gonna have to get you on for a Catch That Minis episode.
Yeah, just hit us up.
Yeah. What you put in?
Oh, just saying thank you to Timogen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going for real. You know how we do. We drag it out. Be like,
yeah,
okay.
we are. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Love all y'all. Appreciate it.
Peace.